Hey guys, it's Bronco Baddie back again. So I'm hopping on here now because we received the biggest shipment for the Bronco so far, and it came from the amazing people at Mountains to Metal. Because it is so big, we are gonna have to break it up into multiple videos. So first, we're gonna start over here with this medicine cabinet. We are back outside in this beautiful 100-degree weather with all the humidity. Assisting me today is the hubby.
Hey guys.
And we are gonna start off with our first product, which is the Tailgate medicine cabinet from Mountains Metal. And it will go over. This was already peeling off whenever we got the Bronco, as you can see.
Yeah, it's real bad. You can see the broken clips when we bought it. So replacing this, breaking that, or whatever, it's not gonna be hard for us. For y'all, it might be a little difficult because all these tabs have to come off. And it looks like it's glued in. That's all plastic stuck on. Yeah, that's all glue. So we're gonna have to take all that off. All right, let's see Bronco Baddie struggle to open up some bubble wrap. Years of rage going into bubble wrap.
Yeah, having some trouble here, but it's going. Ooh, I got it. I got it.
Oh dang, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
How hard does it take out of this?
Well, not very, but I was just showing it off.
I know. I'm excited though. I want to see the whole thing.
They wrapped it up very nicely for us.
It's the camera. It makes it 10 times harder.
There we go. Beautiful.
Dang, that's cool.
It's beautiful.
Got the Mountains to Metal logo. Some nice ventilation holes. And it's lockable. That's cool. Pull, lift, and turn. How much? Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. That's cool. Not sure what these are just yet. Probably, oh, they go around. It's probably like a seal. Mm-hmm. And then let's get the keys out so we don't lose it. Cool decal. It's always about the decal. Bronco parts. Love that. Lots of ventilation all the way through. So whatever you keep in here will be ventilated. It does say medicine cabinet, but honestly, anything you want to store in there will be fine. And it is lockable. So I don't think you have to worry too much about people stealing out of there. If it is valuable, you don't want your kids getting through. Or if you just live in a bad area, this is the one. So let's get ahead and install it. We've never done this before. So give us a few seconds to wrap our minds around what we need to do. All right guys, so we got it off. And I really think the dealership tried to put some type of plastic glue in there to hold it in place, because this was just glued onto the paint. And it literally peeled the paint and primer off all in one. And that really shouldn't have been there, because it should have been as simple as 3 pop clips. And then 2 hook hinges, or 3 actually, one's broken. And then one's up there, so maybe 4. So I really think the dealership tried welding. You could kind of see the residue right there. And that's kind of aggravating because it did mess up our paint. The M2M Mountains to Metal will cover that, but still frustrating. So we ended up looking up. It came with the instructions, QR code, everyone loves that. It means pictures, nicer. And that is it. Very nice install instructions, probably the best I've seen in a long time. So we're gonna read through that and then run it down for y'all.
So now here we have hubby who is doing the first step, which, or I guess it would be the second step, installing the install gasket, which just has a sticky back, so it sticks right on.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a 3M stick back. Don't judge me too hard if I mess it up. We're just gonna start in one corner and work our way around. You really want to get one shot at this, so try not to mess it up. So they actually made a perfect fit gasket. She didn't cut the video because I was messing up. She cut it because she didn't want to be too long and boring for y'all. And she thought the camera was going to stress me out. But as you can see, I just worked it little by little. There's still a little air bubbles, but I feel like once I get the main part screwed in and pushed against, it'll push some of that out. But this does cover that paint chip, so I'm happy about that. It matches up all the holes. So now we're off to read the next step. Alright guys, if you don't have one already, I highly suggest getting you one of these 3H ratcheting It doesn't have to be a Milwaukee, it could be anything. If you're a Ryobi guy, go ahead and do that. Price and color does not matter. Get whatever you can afford. I highly recommend this though. It makes life easier. And then go ahead and buy an Allen set off of Amazon. They're like $20 for a complete set. If you're working on your Bronco or anything, this comes in handy so much. It saves me so much time. For instance, this. We have moved these 3 screws, which it is a H 5/32 Allen screw. So all you do is pop it out. And just like that, done. It is so simple. Maybe not just like that. Let's see. Oh, I didn't unscrew enough, but all right, now just like that. But see how much easier that is with an electric compared to doing it all by hand. Totally doable by hand. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not against it. I just prefer to do things easier as I get older, and I just feel like this is the easiest way to do it. So it has to remove this bracket, and I'm assuming that's to mount right in here. So we're gonna read the instructions. If I'm right, I get a cookie. If not, then I get nothing. Okay, so I was right. It does go there. These 2 holes up top lining up with these, of course. And it does come in this little baggie with the instructions. It comes with 2 bolts and 2 nuts, but no washers, so this is why we hoard. I found 2 1/4-inch washers that work perfectly. Just because I'm worried that the nut will get hooked. It's just a really tight spot, and I like to have a washer. These are locking nuts, so no Loctite is necessary, but you can if you want. All right, so I got my screws and nuts tightened up. They said to use a 10 mil, but the 3/8 wrench fit way better. The 10 mil had a little gap, so that's what I tightened it with. And I used this ratcheting wrench, which is also a lifesaver if you don't have one. I'm not sponsored by any tools, so I'm just giving you honest opinion. It also says to loosen this bracket about a 1/4 inch. I went to a half because I need all the clearance I can get. And then it says you want to slide this big piece over there and then slide this into the crevice. So you want to be a little meticulous with it and kind of work it, because if you come over here, you see where it's going to slide in, and then you just push it to the right, and there you go. After that, you tighten everything down. You can see that the bolt holes now line up. We can put our bolts back in. The gasket's perfect. I'm gonna reach over. All right, so we got it all tightened down. You do want to make sure when you're using electric, you don't over torque these Allen head screws, because they are easy to strip. You can see we got it all tightened. It is pretty flush, looking good. And then push, turn, open. It says if you do want to keep this shelf, and we gotta tighten all these down. And if you don't want it, just take those screws out and the shelf will come out. I think we're gonna leave it, unless you want to put a bottle of Jack back there. I want y'all to come through and check out all the gappings, because it's pretty flush. We have a tiny gap up top here, which is not really noticeable. It looks really good. I'm sure I could probably push this over more. I started off with a big gap up here, so I ended up loosening these, squeezing and retightening, and that really hugged the gap up. And then we did tighten this shelf down with that electric ratchet. Fit perfect in here, because that would have been a pain to do with the tiny Allen wrench. So luckily we did that. There are more holes, so you could attach more brackets and more stuff that they have on their website. This is all we're attaching. I think it's gonna be perfect for us. And then you just close it, turn it, and then close it, and it's locked, so it won't open anymore. It's sealed, secured, and then of course the keys are over there, and you can lock it back up.
Thank you guys for checking out our first video, or our first of many videos from the amazing people at Mountains to Metal. Thank you.